if I had to think about the one tool in my EDC, well, the one item in my EDC that gets used more than 90% of everything else, it is probably the Leatherman REV. It's the only Leatherman that I own. I just have not really, I haven't had the urge, obviously I've had the urge to buy a new one, but considering what Leathermans cost, I haven't seen the necessity to buy a new one. Now, yes, I do spend money on knives and a bunch of crazy other stuff that can be argued is also unnecessary, but the Leatherman that I own serves the purpose that it is supposed to serve, and I'm happy with it. Now, I want to talk about some of the uses that I've put this through and some of the things that have happened to this one specifically. The first thing that pops off the top of my head, I actually chipped the tip on the blade. If you look at the edge, don't know if that's gonna focus, that is actually me. I filed this thing down myself, so I gave it a brand new tip, like from scratch. This thing was probably chipped off like 2 or 3 moles and had to be completely redone. Then the second thing is, I don't want to say it's like I did something to it, but I mean, I've used this thing so much that it's basically a one-handed Leatherman. Like, I mean, this thing's been not taken apart, but serviced and oiled up so many times that basically every single tool on here is accessible with one hand. Even like the bits in there, if I just flick it like that, I have access to all of my bits. Now the flathead driver and the X driver, so not X, the star driver, they are a little bit not as smooth, but I mean still they're pretty smooth, and again, I've used them extensively. I actually had to remove some material. If you look at the tip of the flathead there, I had to remove some material on the tip because I think it was a screw that I wanted to tie, and this was actually too big for that screw. Excuse me, not too big, it was too thick for that screw. But I mean, I love this thing. If we look at some of the utility that some of the uses that I've used some of these for, the file, I've never filed anything with this. I think I've filed like a door lock or like the bolt of a door down because it didn't fit into the lock in the wall perfectly. But I mean, other than that, I've used the file to strike a flint with, and that's probably the main thing that I used it for, if I'm being honest. That's actually still a little piece of, yes, that's actually still a little piece of skin from a deer right there. This is a box cutter, and I've used it to cut open a deer's belly. Like, I've skinned the deer with this box cutter. I was in the field, it was the only thing that I had on me, and I mean, it got the job done, so got no complaints there. Then, I mean, the pocket clip, perfect, you know, for everyday use. If you just want to slip this in your pocket, it's perfect. Yeah, I just love it. The wire cutters are a little bit, they aren't the best, I'm gonna be honest. They were good at the beginning, but I mean, I'm in the electrical field, so stripping wires is part of what I do. So the amount of wires that has been through these jaws is, I mean, I think more than most. So it's expected for them to wear out. That is where I would consider, that's one of the main reasons why I would consider getting a new Leatherman, something like a Signal or a Wave. It's just because of the replaceable wire cutters. But yeah, I mean, that's expected if you use something as much as this has been used. But overall, I mean, like I said, I've used this thing so much, it's a one-handed REV. Like, I'm not sure if a lot of other people's REVs are also one-handed, but I mean, hey, mine is, and I'm not complaining about it. Then something else that I want to talk about is the sheaths. Now, this REV got sold without the sheath, and then I got this one second-hand somewhere, I can't remember where, but it was too big, so I sewed it. I just made the flap a little bit smaller so that it fits my REV, and I used this for about 2 months or so, and then I came across the best way to carry a Leatherman by far, if you're not carrying it in your pocket. By far, the best way to carry your Leatherman kydex sheath. This thing is amazing. This one is made by a company called VK Holsters, and I might be wrong, but I think this was the first REV that they ever made this sheath for. Like, that's not in general, just that company, because I had to send this in and I had to make a mold of it. And I'm glad they did, because I've been using this sheath. I probably carry it 3 or 4 days a week. It's excellent, it's easy to access. I mean, your Leatherman is secure in there, it's not going anywhere. But yeah, so other than that, I'm probably gonna be looking at getting a new Leatherman. Now, I'm not gonna get the ARC, that's just out of my budget. But something like a Signal, a Signal that I can get second hand for a good price. That's probably something that I'll look into. The Signal's just always been one of my favorites. The colors, the Coyote Tan one specifically, always been one of my favorites. Always wanted to have one. So that's probably going to be my next Leatherman. But I mean, until I get that, until I've saved up money to get that, the REV is still perfectly fine. I'm still happy with it. I'm still using it daily. The blade, I mean, it's seen better days, but it is what it is. It's not my primary blade. It's just, it's a backup blade when I need it. So, yeah. Remember to like the video, subscribe if you like the content, and then I'll see you in the next one.